New trade data just came out, and for the first time in decades, less than 70% of Canada's exports are going to the United States. That's a big change for an economy long defined by its reliance on its southern neighbor. Today we're unpacking why Canada's export share to the US has dropped, what's growing in its place, and what this means for both countries. In October 2025, Canada recorded a trade deficit of $583 million, smaller than expected. But the standout number was this: only about 67% of Canadian exports went to the US. That's the lowest share since 1997 outside the pandemic period. Exports overall did rise modestly, led by precious metals. But Canadian businesses are now selling more to markets outside the US. Several forces are driving this shift. To start, US tariffs and trade disputes have made some Canadian goods less competitive. Diversification efforts mean firms are finding demand in Europe, Asia, and other regions. As well as levels of exports to non-US markets like the UK and China show Canadian producers are adapting. At the same time, Canadian imports from the US grew faster than exports, widening the deficit picture even though overall trade is up. This change has big implications. For decades, Canada's economy was tied tightly to the US. More than 3/4 of exports went south. Now that number heading lower means Canadian companies are hedging risk and seeking new partners. That can help shield Canada from future US policy swings, but it also requires building new supply chains, negotiating new agreements, and adapting to different market standards. Jobs tied to American industries could feel the shift, while exporters focusing on global markets may benefit. In short, Canada's export map is changing, and faster than it has in decades. A decreased reliance on the US reflects both challenges and opportunities in a shifting global economy. We'll keep tracking what this means for jobs, businesses, and economic policy on both sides of the border. Check out the articles, and thanks for watching. I'm Zane.